has come to my attention that a lot of people are having issues with their evod style pen type batteries, with the pens not firing the tanks. This can be caused by a couple different things. The solution I'm going to show you today is the connection. From use of the battery over time, or tightening it too tight on the chargers, tanks, etc., will cause the center pin in the top of the pen to recede back into the battery. There's a quick and easy solution if you're pushing the fire button on your pen style battery and it's not firing your tank. I'd suggest first looking at the center pin, and I'm going to show you today how to readjust the center pin in the upper part of the battery so that it makes a solid connection again. There's a couple different tools you can use for this. You can use either a small screwdriver, something sharp and pointy that's quite narrow. I've chosen to use a set of pointed tweezers that I happen to have around. Now the problem with these Ego batteries, evod style batteries, is this center pin inside the Ego battery itself, that small round part right there. Like I said, from tightening it onto the charger too tight, or you have your Cardo style tanks. This is a dripper, a small dripper that I like to use on evod batteries once in a while. It's got those the threads that fit on the inside of the Ego battery, and this one doesn't have like a stop prevention for me to stop me from screwing it in too far, thus causing this pin to recede into the battery too far, and then the evod tanks ceasing to fire on these batteries. Now this is quite an easy solution. What you're going to want to do is, on the outside of this pin is enough room, just enough room to get your pointy object in there, and what you're going to want to do is just find the edge of that pin. You're just going to want to slightly pry back on whatever you're using, causing it to kind of teeter-totter back and forth and come up. And you can see how that center pin is now moving. You're just going to slowly work your way around the outside of it, and you want to be really careful just to not put too much pressure on this, because you don't want to have this severed from the battery connection whatsoever. And you're just going to slowly work your way around, and once you made, I don't know, a full rotation, you're just going to want to check your fit with a tank, and just make sure that it's making a good enough connection for you. So that tank is firing successfully. And all I did was pull up the center pin on that.